Hello, 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 and welcome to another Kale Crunch ASMR video. Now, if you clicked on this video, it's probably because you've been experiencing some anxiety, and I am very sorry about that. I'm very, very sorry to hear that. But I am here for you, and I want to help talk you through kind of what's been going on. Maybe we can find not some solutions, but just some peace about the situation together. Anxiety can be a very, very hard thing. But at the end of the day, our anxiety is lying to us, okay? It is lying to us and telling us that something so far-fetched in the worst case scenario is bound to happen. And at the end of the day, the worst case scenario, 99 times out of 100, doesn't happen. And really, I should say 100 times out of 100, because the worst case scenario is very, very, very unrealistic. It's a lie that our anxiety is creating that does not really exist. It doesn't really exist. So first, we're just gonna set the tone with some box breathing, okay? I want you to picture a box, okay? It's a little box. I'm gonna maybe draw a diagram of what I'm talking about, so you can picture it, or if you're not a very picture-y person, I'll draw the picture for you. There's gonna be a box, and the box has 4 sides, and each of the 4 sides represents 4 seconds, okay? There's an arrow that we're drawing for each of the 4 sides. And the first one that goes up, that is our inhale. That was really poor handwriting. This is inhale. Maybe now you'll know that I'm not a judgy person, because clearly my standards are pretty low. Our left and right arrows are going to be hold. That's where we hold our breath for 4 seconds. We've got 2 holds, and I bet you've already guessed what our downward arrow is going to be. Exhale. See, I've just shown you a very vulnerable thing, and that is my terrible, terrible handwriting. So if you have any anxieties about me judging you, let those disappear, because we all have things that we're not proud of, and this is a judgment-free zone, okay? So we're gonna inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and then hold for 4 seconds, and keep on repeating it. But what I want you to do is I want you to draw the box with your finger while you do it, okay? Mine is backwards to you, because to me, I'm looking at it like this, but to you, you're looking at it like this. So I'm gonna do it that way. Okay, let's do it together, okay? Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. This time I'm gonna do it with you and not count. Keep going. Big deep breath, and hold it. And keep breathing that way, okay? That is a way to help you focus on one specific task and not all of the swirling dark clouds that want to take over. I don't know about you, but when I have lots of tasks that I'm juggling, or lots of responsibilities that feel like they're kind of coming together all at once, I just get so overwhelmed, and the feeling is like there's a storm brewing and I just can't do anything about it, so I get so paralyzed. But I just want you to focus on one thing, just one thing, and that is is your box breathing, okay? Just focus on your breathing, slowing everything down, taking big, deep breaths, and just focus on that. Just focus on that and focus on my voice. Everything else should fade away, because guess what? You feel like you're not in control, but that's actually a good thing. There's only so much you can control in life. There's only so much you can control in life. So at the end of the day, if everything in your life seems like it's going badly, you're only controlling a small portion of that. It actually doesn't reflect on you. It doesn't really reflect on you, because you are only in control of a small portion of things. So if everything in your life is going on badly, that doesn't mean that you are bad. It just means that life is tough right now, and you may have played a small part in that. Yes, it's okay to accept a small part in that, but it's not everything's your fault and you're awful and you're terrible. You are doing just fine, okay? You're doing just fine, and all of these things that you're worrying about are temporary. They will pass, and you just have to keep going. You just have to keep going, because whether you worry about it or not, your next exam or your next hard conversation will come. That's very hard to accept, but it will happen. So you might as well stop the worrying, stop the avoiding, and just take one step at a time, okay? Just one step at a time, so that you can be the most healthy and prepared version of yourself that you can be, okay? You just take one step at a time. You show up as the most healthy and prepared version of yourself. That's all you can control. Everything else, hands off, hands off. Not your responsibility, not your responsibility. And hey, things might not go your way, things might not go your way, and that is just a part of life. And guess what? Your life is so much bigger than your present circumstances. Your life is so much bigger than your present circumstances. Are you still focusing on your breathing? Are you still focusing on your breathing? Good, good. I knew you would. I knew you would. Are you still focusing on my voice? Good, good. I knew you would. See, you're doing amazing. Your life is so much bigger than your present circumstances. It really is. You might feel like one really big thing is bringing you down. You might feel like there are lots of things spinning around and you don't know how any of them are getting done, but you feel like they're all super important, super important. Guess what? Your life so much bigger than that one thing. It's also so much bigger than the swirl. And by that, I mean, if the worst case scenario does happen, which by the way, the worst case scenario is not gonna happen. But for me, I'm on a dance team, so I'm doing that right now. I am taking graduate level classes, which are very hard. So I have homework and tests to worry about. Let's say I couldn't turn in any of my homework and I failed a test or multiple tests. And for my performance this Sunday, I actually just let some anxious thoughts enter my brain, because I remembered that there was a comment about one of my dance videos that I forgot to reply to. They were asking me when the video was coming out, and I just learned that the video is never coming out, unfortunately, so I have to reply to that. But see, we're always juggling all these things, and guess what? It's very hard. It's very hard. Let's say the worst case scenario happens and I fail all my tests. I bomb my performance on Sunday and I get kicked off my dance team, and I don't turn in my homework and I start failing multiple classes. Well, my life is bigger than all of those things. There are other clubs on campus. If I get kicked off this dance team, yes, I'll be very, very sad, but my life will not be over. In fact, maybe there's a new opportunity waiting for me that I never would have experienced. Actually, definitely there's a new opportunity waiting for me that I never would have experienced. Not to say that it's better or worse, but it's new. if I fail all my tests, and even if I fail an entire class, guess what? There's always next semester. There's always other paths that aren't college. It's not the end of the world. And guess what? I'm going to spend 4, maybe 5 years of my life in college. I'm going to spend so much longer of my life not in college. So much more. I've already spent 18 years not in college. That's more than the 5 that I will. So my life didn't start at college. My life's not going to end if college doesn't go well. There are many, many, many things out there for me. And guess what? If I graduate with a 2.5 GPA, then after I'm employed for like 1 year, that's never gonna matter again. Sorry, it just won't. It just won't. My work experience is gonna be way more important than my GPA. So let's say whatever you're worrying about, the worst case scenario were to happen, you are a human, which means you are resilient, you are strong, and you are able to bounce back from that. And your life is so much bigger than just this moment. It's possible you could use the hard moments in a good, big way. You still focusing on your breathing? Okay, good. Just thought I would check in. It's possible you can use the hard moments in a good, big way. Like lots of motivational speakers start their careers after something terrible happens to them. It's possible that you can get to the event and find out that it was nowhere near as bad as you thought it was going to be. Maybe you felt like you were unprepared, but as it turns out, you passed the test. Maybe you felt like somebody was going to unfriend you, and as it turns out, they're not mad at you. They're just mad at the situation. Or maybe it turns out they are mad at you, but they still make up with you because you apologized. You're so much bigger than this present situation, and I'm sorry that it's bringing you down, but a good night's sleep is going to help you. A bigger perspective on life is going to help you. I know that for me, whatever phase of life I've been in has felt like the biggest, most important one yet. When I was in middle school, I thought I had real big problems. As soon as I got into high school, I thought, wow, I had it easy in middle school. And as soon as I got to college, I thought, wow, I did not know how good I had it in high school. Your current phase of life might be the same. Maybe your worries feel like the biggest they've ever been, but you're just gonna keep getting stronger, and those things are gonna feel smaller and smaller. I've heard the phrase, it doesn't get easier, you just get stronger. And that's pretty true. These things that feel really, really hard in the moment, they're just building you up. And guess what? Soon enough, you're just going to be aura farming and unstoppable. You already are unstoppable. You just don't seem to think so yet. But I know so. I know that you're unstoppable. And I know that whatever's ruminating in your head and just swirling around is really not going to stop you at all. In fact, you are just going to keep pressing on and keep looking out for yourself, and it's going to be amazing. I don't know what else to say to you other than it's really going to be okay, and you are strong, and you are just really prepared for what's ahead. So you really don't need to worry. But I know that your anxiety, it's not rational. It's not based on the truth. So me telling you that it's all going to be okay might not even convince you. Even if I knew the entirety of your situation and I knew for a fact that it was going to be okay, you still might not believe me. So what you need to do is just focus on your breathing. Focus on that one thing. Focus really hard on it until the other thoughts start to dim. And you can get a good night's sleep, and hopefully when you wake up, those anxious voices aren't as loud anymore, because sometimes they can be really overwhelming. But you're so strong, and you are bigger than the anxious voice. You are bigger than the present circumstance, and you are